Hey, how y'all doing out there? This is easy work boxing. About to hit you everywhere, but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I got a problem today, man. I got to talk about it. Y'all know I got to talk about this. I was looking on, I think it was Ream magazine. I was checking the, how you doing? I was checking the pound for pound list today. Because I figure, like, well, if Lomachenko lost, then at least maybe if they still gonna be crazy, act like they crazy, at least they'll put Teofimo Lopez at number one, right? You know, being the fact that he beat the so-called number one pound for pound fighter in the world, I figured that at least they'll put Teofimo Lopez at number one. But me knowing real deal boxing and knowing that he's only a unified champion, I know he shouldn't be at number one, but by them saying that Loma was the number one, I figured they would put him there. So I check it and I look at it. Guess who's still number one pound for pound? Canelo Alvarez. Guess who number two? The monster. I don't know how to say his name. Asian fighter. Inual. However you pronounce his name. He's a hell of a fighter. I take nothing away from him. Now my question is, how can either one of these fighters be number one and number two when they have never been undisputed? Canelo Alvarez has went up only one weight class over Terence Crawford. He went up 4 weight classes. He has never been undisputed. Inual, the monster, he's only went up 3 weight classes. Never been undisputed. So how is it that these people, these two, Canelo Alvarez, who isn't even fighting right now, who having contract issues, who won't be fighting for a while, how is he number one? And how is a guy who is only, 19-0, hasn't went up nothing but 3 divisions, won titles in them 3 divisions, but never been undisputed, how are they ahead of Terence Crawford? I'm just asking. I mean, are they giving Canelo pound for pound hype because he go up in weight? Is that why they give him pound for pound hype? You know, I could go in on a Kovalev fight. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take his glory, but we all know what the Kovalev fight was for real. He's ran from being undisputed. All he had to do was fight Demetrius Andrade to be undisputed. He got the titles and ran to another division. He never sits flat-footed in any division. He runs to and keeps jumping divisions, blind and casuals, having them thinking that he is really the pound-for-pound fighter of the world. But he's not. Now, he's the most paid, but pound for pound, no. I mean, of course, we all know who the real pound for pound champion is, you know. But it just gets crazy. Why do they keep doing this? You know? If Lomachenko was the number two, was the number one, they said Loma was number one. They put Teofimo Lopez at number 6 and put him at number 7. Vasil Lomachenko at number 7. How was that possible? How is the monster Inual, however you pronounce his name, I'm sorry, how is he even ahead of Teofimo Lopez? True enough, he went up divisions, but in their eyes, isn't Teofimo supposed to be undisputed? Huh? So that means it's not just me saying that wasn't an undisputed fight. That means it's certain boxing magazines and certain boxing officials and certain people in boxing that also feel that wasn't an undisputed fight. So how is it that Inual is ahead of him and Canelo? Canelo has never been undisputed. Now, I'm not saying Teofimo is undisputed. I'm saying they said that was an undisputed fight. If Lomachenko would have won, it was undisputed. Lomachenko is so-called, that's what ESPN, everybody keep saying, disrespecting Terence Crawford, that he is the undisputed champion. So how is it that Teofimo Lopez doesn't take the number one spot? Now, I'm not saying Teo deserved the number one spot because I say it's a unification. And Teofimo has never been undisputed. Teofimo has never fought any caliber fighter. So how is Canelo still number one? Somebody let me know. They said Bud was number 3. Bud was number 3, y'all. 36-0, undisputed fighter. Came up in another weight class, won a title. Yes, but his accomplishment, look, when you beat the number 1 fighter in the world, you supposed to take their spot. Right? If you defeat the number 1 fighter in the world, you take their spot as pound for pound. It don't matter how many lack of fights he had. It don't matter about how much lack of nothing. No, I ain't in the hood. I ain't in the hood. I came up here, I was trying to, but I was like, nah, I ain't finna do that. I know rent important, but I ain't finna do all that for no rent money. God got me, I'm good. Oh, hell yeah. If Loma would have won, Loma would be number 1 hands down in their eyes. He would have been number 1 hands down in their eyes. Why am I putting his on a mythical list? Mythical, that means that the list is not real, right? If you're saying, why am I putting so much on a mythical list? I read this on Google. So that means it's not mythical. That means it's there. So I decided to make a video on their list that they made. So I'm not understanding where you coming from. What's your name, Boxing Virus? What achievements do Lomachenko have? What achievements does Lomachenko have? And what achievements does he have that's greater than Terence Crawford's? And yeah, I see your name. You say your name is Boxing Virus. So tell me what Lomachenko has done greater than Terence Crawford to be number 1 on the pound for pound list. I mean, we all know the list isn't concrete, of course. That's the whole point in me talking about it, because we all know that tied for the fastest belt winner with only 3 division fight week. Champion of the world, Lopez, on his 1 achievement, which is undisputed. Okay, so because he because he got the 3 belts, 3 division of belt thing quicker than any other fighter, that makes him pound for pound. Has Lomachenko been undisputed? Lomachenko has lost twice, right? Now he's lost twice. He lost once, right? Has Terence lost? No. Anyway, you say he's moving up. Yes, he moved up. He got 3 titles. Has he ever been undisputed? Has he ever been undisputed? Okay, he went and won 3 belts faster than anybody else. I didn't know that make you undisputed. I thought it set you in history. You go down in the record books, but I didn't know that made you pound for pound, bro. I mean, you tell me, I don't know. Because plus his other achievements, for all we know, Lopez could achieve it. No. We're not talking about what he could achieve. No, we're talking about as of this day. As of him winning those titles, if they're going to clarify it as undisputed, then he should be over Canelo Alvarez, He should be over NUL. He should be over. Shouldn't be over Terence Crawford. This is his only division. Look, even though I say he should be number one on the grounds that he so-called beat the number one fighter, he hasn't done anything at one. He ain't went up in no weight classes. This is his first fight with a big name, and he beat the pound for pound star, and they still didn't give it to him. He beat the so-called pound for pound star, and they still didn't give it to him. He beat the pound for pound, and they still ain't give him none. But it's just crazy. You know, I don't like to talk about the racial standpoint of it, you know. But I mean, don't you think that's kind of obvious? I mean, Terence Crawford is black. I mean, he ain't Oriental. You know what I'm saying? He ain't Caucasian. He has has done more in the sport of boxing than the people on the list that they put above him. He has done more than these people. So why is it that they won't give him his spot? Undefeated. Then stopped every fighter since he's been at 147. Undisputed. Titles in 3 different weight classes. But he can't get put at the number one spot. I mean, is this racism? Is this racism? I mean, we can go all along and then push that aside. Let's push the pound for pound list aside with Terence Crawford. Let's push that aside. Let's go to the fact that as a welterweight champion, a WBO welterweight champion, on most platforms, he won't even be talked about nor listed. Yeah, oh please with the race. I'm not being racist. My channel is non-biased, non-racism. All I'm saying is, due to the stats of Terence Crawford and the other fighters that have been placed, why is it that he cannot hold that number one spot when his stats are better than any other fighter out right now? His stats are better than any other boxers out right now to be pound for pound. But yet, Teofimo can't be pound for pound. And he just beat the so-called pound for pound fighter of the world. I mean, Teofimo Latino. It ain't me. It ain't me. I'm just spitting facts. He a Latino. Now, if Lomachenko would have won, he'd have been, he was so-called number one pound for pound. I mean, you tell me, boxing virus, you tell me. I mean, I don't know. It depends on where you stand at in life, bro. If you don't understand my complaints, it's not a complaint. It's obvious. I mean, you see it for yourself. No, I'm not. First of all, I'm not butthurt over anything. I got on because I want to know why is it that Terence Crawford can never be number one pound for pound. That's why I'm on here. Yes. And I have Alexander Usyk right behind him. These are the only two undisputed fighters standing. And the reason I have Terence ahead of Usyk is because Usyk undisputed at cruiserweight. He has never moved up and gained titles. He's been undisputed once. He hasn't really fought anybody. Because Canelo ain't fought nobody, and he has never been undisputed. He moving up. No, hold on. Let me take that back. I apologize. I can't say he ain't fought nobody. I apologize about that. Canelo has fought somebody. But Canelo has never put his feet in the ground, tried to be undisputed. He's left from divisions, ran from Demetrius Andrade when he had all 3 titles. All he had to do was fight Demetrius Andrade. He ran. Canelo ain't even fighting right now. He won't be until next year. So how was he number one? Never been undisputed. He not even being unified in weight classes no more. And he didn't beat Triple G. He didn't beat Triple G. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying, boxing virus. It's only because he hasn't had a decent fight. Hold on, because I hate arguing with people. He said I'm arguing about an opinionated list. So that list was created by a group of people who created. So you saying that Ring Magazine holds no ground? You saying that a bunch of people sent Ring Magazine their opinions and they posted it? Ring Magazine is a legit official magazine of boxing. So if they gonna put on there and they saying that Canelo is number one and Inu is number two, I mean that's something to talk about if you have a disagreement with it, right? I mean I don't understand you or where you trying to go. One minute you said it was a mythical list, now you saying it's an opinionated list. I mean, self-proclaimed. I never said it was anybody's what you say it was? Bible of boxing. But the Ring magazine been around for years, right? It's one of like the most official boxing magazines that's been around, right? But you know what? I'm not finna keep arguing with you. I'm not arguing with you about nothing you don't know nothing about. What's your name? Boxing virus? I ain't finna keep arguing with you. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what narrative you trying to push, but whatever narrative you trying to. Well, hold. Let me ask you this, boxing virus. Who your number one is? Who is your number one? Who your number one fighter of the world is, boxing virus? No, give me your number three, your one, two, and three. Canelo. See, that's why I can't talk to you. Ah. That's why you was coming on so strong. Oh, because your number one fighter is on that opinionated list as number one. Your number one fighter is on that mythical list as number one. Now these are your words. You said I'm upset about opinionated and a mythical list of fighters. But it's funny that you agree with that you're actually having an argument with me because your favorite fighter is number one on that list. Seems a little biased, bro. I knew it was some. That's why I said, hold up, before I cancel you out, let me figure you out. I knew it was some. And let me ask you this as well, Boxing Virus, since we on this. Why do you feel Canelo is number one pound for pound? Okay, why do you feel he's number one? I love the guy. I be cooking them, y'all. I be cooking them. Explain to me why he is number one in your opinion. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I feel he's beating more elite fighters than anybody else. Damn. More elite fighters. That don't make you pound for pound, bro. That don't make you pound for pound beating more elite fighters. Yeah, that's you right. That's just your opinion. You gotta have stats to be pound for pound. First of all, let me speak this in my opinion. First of all, let me say this. First of all, Canelo shouldn't even have been unified at 160 because he lost to Triple G. Why y'all think he don't want to fight Triple G? Y'all just tell me that. Why you think he don't want to fight Triple G? If he feel he really won and he that confident in himself, why won't you go out there? He would rather have problems in his contract. He would rather have problems in his contract right now than to go out and fight Triple G and get him a third fight. They signed him. They signed Canelo Alvarez in the hopes that he will go fight Triple G for the third time. This man is moving up to heavyweight, light heavyweight, any weight, instead of going out there fighting Triple G. That lets y'all know he did not beat Triple G in his mind. He don't want no Triple G problems. Now, their second fight between them, it was close. That second fight was close. But their first fight, after the third round, man, fourth round, Canelo was getting beat up, man. Ain't no way in hell they supposed to let him take Triple G titles like that. And he ducking Triple G. He ducking Triple G. No, I'm not mad. I'm just wondering why is it he can't never be number one? Why is it the fighter with the better stats? Why is it he can't be number one, pound for pound in the world? Why can't he get that credit? Even now, why can't Teofimo Lopez get that credit? I mean, if they don't want to fight him, he can't do nothing about that. I just did a video on Terence Crawford. You need to check that out. He can't make nobody fight him. Man, man, I've been watching boxing since I was a kid, man. I know boxing. Canelo didn't win neither one of them fights. They gave Canelo points because he was coming forward with a high guard. Coming forward don't win fights. You have to be aggressive and land punches. He did not beat Triple G in no way. No, I don't know how. I don't know why they do that. Why they say that. It's obvious he didn't beat Triple G. He don't want to fight Triple G now. He'd rather mess up his money than get him a Triple G fight. Oh, now the pound for pound list is useless. Hey, I couldn't do it. Oh no, I read the thing and it was getting to me.
Oh, okay.
But y'all, I'm finna get ready to go, y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in. This Easy Work Boxing. Please like, subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Thank y'all for tuning in.